Hello ladies and gentlemen, Scared2before here bringing you another Minecraft video. In this video we'll be going ahead and taking our first ever, recap of the airbase. Now this is a small progress up video that I plan on doing for when we reach a certain kind of milestone in progress on the base. So I think it's going to be kind of a cool little way to recap what's been built in the episodes, and I believe currently we have 11 episodes out for the base. You know, that's cool. We can go back and kind of review everything that's been done, and there's also some stuff that you see that doesn't really get shown on camera. Now, I did have some stuff recorded that I was going to kind of post in a episode or another Let's Build episode. However, it was just kind of more of the same old stuff, so I want to try to get into building a new area, and we'll talk about that here in a second of where we're going to kind of take the direction of the base. Now, it has been a little while since we've done a video on the airbase, and I haven't given up on it or anything like that. It's just I have been extremely busy. Last month I was working on trying to get some Patreon builds out in time for, obviously, my Patreon supporters. And then also I was, busy trying to get the flak tower, and then for the past week I was sick, so it just, adds up being extremely busy, not having the time to, work on the base and everything like that. But I definitely want to get back into it. Luckily, I have a week off of work coming up here as well, so I hope to get some really good progress done on the base, as well as a bunch of tutorials up and ready to go. Anyways, just going ahead and hopping right into it, basically. Let's basically talk about what we have going on. So obviously, starting off with the base, we'll kind of maybe work our way through the episodes. So if we head over in this direction here, we have the runway section, and we also have what is the F-16 launch bays. So these are pretty cool. I haven't done much with these since actually posting a video on them, but they're still pretty cool. Some ready aircraft or ready quick response aircraft, kind of put in these positions. Really do love them. I think a lot of you guys do enjoy them as well, and overall really happy with it. I think it's actually my most viewed episode so far, building these little pads, than out of everything else. Then we have the runway itself, which hasn't pretty much changed since we've covered it, but just recapping the whole thing so far, we got the runway and the work in progress for it. Still got to work on the skid marks and stuff like that for the runway itself, but that's all something that will obviously come in the future. Now, working our way back from the launch or the ready aircraft ready platforms and stuff like that right here, we start to come back into some of the kind of tarmac areas and taxiways and all that stuff. And around this area we have a lot of different stuff going on here. So we have the F-16s over here that were basically added into these positions, and we have tons of these lines here and markers and stuff like that for these aircraft to kind of park. But we've got a good amount of F-16s. Probably the most jets we're going to have is F-35s, or sorry, my bad, F-15s. So we have a few F-15s here, just kind of, testing the waters of putting them into plots. But yeah, we got some F-15s there looking nice. As we kind of continue on here, we have some more F-16s, everything like that. And we have kind of an area right here that has a lot of action going around on it. So one of the other builders on here went ahead and did some awesome designs. Vincent did some great designs for kind of like, wear and tear on the tarmac, so different marks and stuff like that, just to kind of show, worn out look for it. And I absolutely love this area. I think it looks absolutely fantastic. He did a really good job on it. But, have a lot of people on here, or a good amount of people working on some of that, tedious stuff, which is basically, trying to get these, areas all detailed up and looking really nice, and did a fantastic job. And this area was a whole Let's Build itself, working on trying to get, a little bit of action going on the base. So we got a few refueling trucks going around, tending to the F-16s, and we have obviously a lot of different stuff, some drop tanks and stuff like that on carts, and all kinds of stuff going on here. Over here we have our first kind of hangar, and lots of detail on this hangar. Came out absolutely fantastic. There's still some work I would like to do on it. They're not done by all means, but they're still really cool, and have a lot of a good starting point, that's for sure. As you can see, this area right here, this roof is really too bland for my liking, so I got to figure out what I want to do for that section, add a little bit more to it. But overall, really nice. And we got they're basically two hangars kind of connected up to each other. So I guess technically they're one hangar, but we have it designated as two different hangars. But, you know, they look really cool. And those were something that we obviously worked on one of the Let's Build episodes. If we go ahead and head in this direction, first we have the fire station. So this was something that was also built in a Let's Build episode and was, you know, pretty cool to do. We have a little fire truck here that's, you know, leaving one of the garages there. It kind of pulled out from one of the garages. One of the guys must have done that because I actually haven't seen that. It's my first time seeing that. So yeah, we got the fire station here, kind of based off the GTA 5, you know, Fort Zancudo base. I forgot the name there for a second. Really cool overall. Got the big towers, obviously, for you know, air traffic control, and also we have kind of like maybe a fire watch or observation tower or something like that. You know, air traffic control tower here being just basically to take over in case there's some kind of wrong with the main ATC. So that's all cool there. Over here we have just a little warehouse here that was meant for the fire department. So just kind of a simple warehouse for maybe maintenance and stuff on fire-related vehicles. We then have the kind of more garage areas kind of built off of it, and we also have a you know, kind of refueling center, I guess you can say. Basically an area for the trucks to kind of pull into and be able to refill with foam and other fire retardant type stuff. Here's a better look at the fire truck. So this is kind of like the 6x, it was the 6x6 striker truck, so pretty cool overall. Love the way it came out. Looks really cool. And then we also have a kind of smaller brush fire type truck, which again also came out pretty cool looking. So as we continue on over here, we have also a really you know, cool area, which is a kind of fire practice area, or practice range, I guess you can say, really. So we got a couple of different aircraft that are meant for training purposes and everything like that, and you know, overall pretty cool and something that you don't really see on many air bases, that's for sure. And it was a cool little idea, and I'm happy to incorporate it. We also have some hangars. They're pretty much exact copies from the hangars over there. These are just kind of copied over here. I haven't even changed the numbers on them yet, but I definitely knew I wanted to have like pretty much the same hangars, so they're just copied over here to this side. But yeah, that's pretty much all that fun stuff. We go ahead and we fly over this direction, kind of behind the fire station. We have the start of one of the main, or basically the main road that's going to run throughout the base. So we have a little bit of an intersection here. This is something you guys have not seen, so this is kind of like a first time seeing it type of deal. But yeah, pretty cool stuff. Just a, you know, intersection here. You have obviously the different lanes here, and the turn lane here to go into the kind of parking lot area, but also into the security checkpoint. So right along here, you got another little kind of simple security checkpoint. Maybe just check parking passes or whatever. For some reason, this needs to get fixed right here. That's going to drive me crazy if I don't fix that. But yeah, little security checkpoint here, and as we travel along here, we have obviously one of the main security checkpoints to get into the base here, as this is kind of one of the main entrances right here. So pretty cool stuff. And we also have a pedestrian check point as well. So pretty cool little area right here, and you know, really like the way it came out. Security checkpoint, again, another favorited item on here. Right here we have the utility vehicle area. So this is for obviously, you know, simple little vehicles. There's a little depot for these small little trailer tugs. Really cool area as well. This was built in Let's Build and all that fun stuff. But overall pretty cool. Came out really nice, and just really nice, really simple, and is a nice little filler in this small little space here. We get into this area. I don't know how much, I actually don't remember how much of this you guys have actually seen. I know you guys have seen quite a bit of it, but I'm not sure how far really extensively you have. But basically, to kind of cover it, we have a small little warehouse that was built right here. It doesn't really serve any purpose, just to kind of fill in space. So just a simple little warehouse here on this side. As we kind of move over here into this area, frame rate is probably going to drop a tiny bit, and that's just mainly because we have so much stuff going on here. We have a huge kind of utility vehicle kind of maintenance facilities and storage lot, so lots of different utility vehicles, some cranes, different types of tugs, and all kinds of stuff that you would expect to see around a kind of like little base like this. Anything that they would need is all stored right in here and filling up this area. There's still some spots back here and everything like that, and maybe over here as well, that we need to fit some different junk into to kind of, create that, crazy effect. And I've also had my buddy Winston. He also went ahead and did a nice kind of patch look here, which looks absolutely fantastic. Absolutely love the little patches of concrete to kind of add a little bit more flair to the base, and absolutely love it. So anyways, over here we kind of have a parking lot area. This was something that was started. It's definitely by no means done. Still got to do some work on it and, make it look a little bit nicer, especially in this area right here. But cool little parking area, pretty simple, straightforward, obviously for staff and all that stuff to park their cars. Then over here, just, again, more different junk. We got a forklift design. We have a street sweeper, just a bunch of different utility vehicles. My Bobcat, you guys might remember these in tutorials I did. So we got a few of those Bobcats there, and some, different carts and stuff like that. And we have a little bit of a maintenance building here, obviously for just, basically doing maintenance stuff. I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it. They, do maintenance on all the utility vehicles and stuff like that that need to be done. And then over here we have just some different tanks here, some fuel tanks so that they can fill up the trucks or the vehicles. And we also have a little garage right here again for different types of utility vehicles. Over here is kind of a newer area that's been worked on as well. And this is going to be kind of the... I'm not exactly sure exactly what I'm going to be doing with this area. I'm thinking I'm going to put C-130s in this area. I was originally thinking F-35s, but I think the F-35s are going to go a little bit somewhere a little bit different on the base, since we already have kind of like C-130 big kind of plots out there, or way out there. But this is kind of an area that I was working on, trying to get flattened out before I kind of took my leave of absence from the base. But I want to definitely return to it and hopefully get some work going on it. But yeah, over here just a small little security checkpoint, and as there probably would be, and just pretty straightforward, pretty simple, to kind of cover what's been really done, or the kind of future plans here. We have this road that's being built up here, and it's going to be a total of 4 lanes, but it's going to go all the way around here and kind of wrap around and start leading to the main base entrance, which is going to be off in this direction way over here. I'm not sure exactly where I'm going to put it yet, but it's probably going to be in that direction, probably going to be a straight shot from this curve right here, as doing these curved roads is an absolute pain in the butt. So yeah, over here probably some C-130 hangars is what we can probably expect to see. I'm not 100% sure if that's really what's going to happen over here, but I mean, we never know. We have the space for it, and could easily fit in one of those big hangars. Just one of my main things is I wanted to have a pretty good size F-35 area, and I just felt like this was not going to be enough space to really do exactly what I wanted to. And we already have these big plots kind of set up for the C-130s, so it just kind of makes sense just to push the C-130s over here and pretty much call it good. So anyways, that's going to pretty much wrap up the airbase and what's pretty much been done in the few Let's Builds and kind of like the time I've been working on the base so far. Overall, it's been a really fun project, and you guys have been enjoying it, which I'm really glad that you guys have. I just wanted to post a video to kind of, talk about the airbase so that the airbase isn't completely lost and forgotten from your guys' minds, but also to kind of do a video to kind of recap everything that's been done in the base so far. One thing also is that a lot of you guys have been asking for downloads, and I honestly do not know when I'm going to put a download up for it. I do want this base to kind of stay somewhat, closed off from, everybody having access to it for quite some time while I get a lot more built on it and the base becomes a little bit more well known. I just know that with a base in a project this big and with this much work, it's very very common for people to take credit for it. So I just want to make sure that there is a bunch of content regarding this base, and a lot of people know of it, so therefore it kind of lessens the chance of people getting away with, oh look, I built this base over here overnight or something. So other than that, it's also just a thing that I just want to have a good update for you guys, so when a lot more of the base is done and there's a lot more for you guys to see. Anyways, that's going to do it for this episode, or the first update of the airbase, or a recap of all the Let's Build episodes so far. I definitely plan on trying to get another episode out for you guys, hopefully sometime this week. I just got to figure out what I kind of want to work on, and as you guys kind of saw, I'm kind of in a, trying to figure out where I want to go, where I want to take things, so that's going to take some time for me to figure that all out. Anyways, thank you guys all, as always, for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you guys do want to see more of the base, be sure to obviously leave positive comment or rating on the video, and you know, let me know if you have any ideas regarding the base, what you guys think should be added, anything should be tweaked, fixed, or anything like that. I love hearing your feedback, and it helps the base get even better. Anyways, that's all we're going to talk about in this episode. I'll see you guys in my next video. As always, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. This has been Jerick 2.4, and I'll see you guys next time.